2.
We are live.
1, 2, 1, 2. Down
We
to
are
Earth
back.
Network. Thank you for powering CMA Entertainment ATV and my show, Blue Motherfucking Monday. Come walk with me. All right, come walk with me, folks. Come walk with me. Now, don't mind me. I'm taking my sweet little time because I want to make sure the kick, I want to make sure the Patreon, I want to make sure the Insta IG-ish, and I want to make sure those Twitter folks and the Twitch folks and those folks all can jump in before I really get into this rant. Because if you've been watching my stories, you know I've already posted the best rant of the year, and I already posted the second best rant of the year. And because I'm trying to keep it raw and live, and I don't want people to think that, oh, you know, the brother man ain't trying to be on some energy. I'm trying to be on some energy, folks. Folks, don't get it twisted. I'm here just like you guys living it, trying to figure out where we're going to fix these problems. You get me? That's the truth of the matter. You know what I mean? I'm in here trying to figure out how we going to solve these problems. Because I see folks ain't about that life. Like real shit, they ain't about that life. They talk it, they act it, but they're not about that life. So to me right now, I'm more on the tip of, hey, what works for everybody? What's gonna work for everybody? Maybe that's the better bet. What's gonna work for everybody? Because I was growing up in an era where the civil rights thing, I thought it was grown-ass people versus grown-ass people. Now, Toronto, I don't know how you feel about it, but I know if I found out that my 16-year-old, 17-year-old, 12-year-old, or 9-year-old was going up against the white M, being hit with fire hoses, getting fucking attacked by dogs, mob beatings, and then I send my partner, because I'm going to be fair to you people who love other people and the people who love the right gender. I send my partner to go get my child, and then my partner's getting practically beat to death. Now,
This is organized, right?
Toronto.
No. I just want to know, protesting, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's organized, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Okay, here's here, but you know, certain country they do things different. I just like to play devil's advocate and
Please do.
Hypothetically speak. Now,
yeah,
if they know said sitting there like this go on in a certain country, and they know, and certain countries they know certain people's their peoples. And what I mean by that, their law enforcement as in their peoples.
Their people.
So now now let's organize this properly now.
Okay.
As in, we're gonna protest, but you see, if you guys come out, we're gonna make sure that you know all your loved ones
are in jeopardy.
So are you still gonna defend for the government and all of that, or are you gonna take arms with us? Do you get me what I'm saying to you now? Now, if they do that, now we got more of a statement. You know what I'm saying?
Let's break it down for the people there, because a lot of people don't know when history repeats itself. The only thing that comes out of it that we people suffer more. That's all I'm going to say. You can tell me about all these great inventions, and you can tell me about all these other bullshit that came out of struggle that we made. Don't tell me about how we became diamonds under pressure. I'm sick and tired of that. The good moon gave me some energy. We shall overcome. I'm sorry. That's the difference. That's the difference. And the fact that that energy is running still so fucking deep in our DNA from our ancestors, from the soil, the dirt, the trees, the air, bro, it's there. And the good part is people look at me and they say, oh, why are you so passionate? I'm not passionate. I'm pissed. I'm pissed that we're so goddamn smart and there's still homeless people. I'm so pissed that I watched a little itty bitty country that was broken, mush up, had shit, folks, has turned around and became, I don't know, $18 billion bigger because they decided to say, hey, fuck y'all, we're keeping our resources. Now the whole country or the whole continent, I can't say the whole continent because it is attached to other pieces of soil. But that will bring it up into another topic on some other ish because y'all don't really want me to get into this smoke. Y'all really don't want me to get into this smoke. So let me ask a question. Toronto.
What's that?
When's the last time you heard that sound? Because one of our parliament people came to one of our athletic games. When's the last time? It's a hard question.
Yo, the last time
come on,
I've seen
everybody in the comments, please, 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 please,
the last
please,
time I
please,
seen
please,
something like that.
everybody.
It is when I'm not sure, but when my boy there, the Frenchy guy there.
Okay,
French,
okay. Jack,
he more of a fighter. Didn't they try to throw a pie at him or something?
Yeah, Jean Cléchet.
And didn't he punched him back or something?
Yo,
shit like
that guy's a G.
Eh?
He's a G.
Didn't he punch them or something? But the bottom line
There's
is
no footage.
He ain't taking shit.
There's no footage.
No, the bottom line is he wasn't taking shit. Right?
Yeah, that's
okay.
why we love him.
So I'm just gonna be like this. I'm just gonna be like this. All right.
Yeah.
You're a man in power, like the president, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you supposed to have respect no matter what, no matter if the people don't like you or not. Okay.
Big words.
Right?
Big words.
Now, if one is gawking and all of that and everything, okay, I could expect the booing and all that. But one who like really cussing all that, it's like, yo, hey, Secret Service, whoever. See that man right there? Go and get him. Go and get him. Right?
Yes,
right. And
please.
go and get. You have to make a statement, eh? You have to make it, and then after everyone's saying, "Oh, what's going on here?"
I feel
yeah,
I feel that. But you see,
no. After we have the little talk behind whatever, right? My man is like, "Yo, hey, he's a good guy, and everything," because the words are being said behind there. Yo, check this out. It's like you love your job, you love your life. You love your parents. You love everything. You know everything. What in through the government or all your family is gonna be all cut off if you stopping your shit. You get what I'm saying? And if this is one mouth out of there, it'll all happen. Okay? If this all gets out. Now when he comes out, hey, he's a good guy. This and that. Yo, you got to make sure you have to bring their line of power, no matter what. You know what I mean? Because if you don't, the rest of the people is going to keep on doing the gawking with that person who started it. You get what I'm saying?
He's talking facts, folks.
So, yo, if you're a man of power, a woman of power, you can't let one show the weak link.
So we can both agree that as a leader, the worst thing to do is to have multiple people from different constituents coming to one conclusive decision on you.
Yeah, because that one person could start some shit, and then all of a sudden, everybody's like, yeah, he's right.
Don't mind Toronto.
And everything. You know what I'm saying?
He actually meant to say may cause a domino effect.
Yes.
For all you educated people out there, he's kind of upset. Just kind of. He's not super upset. Because at the end of the day, common sense always rules over nonsense.
Okay, let me ask you this question. If you're the prime minister.
If I'm the prime minister.
All right. No, listen here, no. And you're out in a public event.
At a big sports public event.
I don't care what event, right? All of a sudden, that one person starting the shit and saying, yo, this fucker, boo, and you know which one it was.
Oh, that's a different story.
You know which one it was. You're the man of power here.
Abuse of power.
What are you going to do?
You're probably gonna be like, yeah. That guy's kind of like Saddam. He's kind of like Gaddafi.
He's starting the crowd up.
He's starting the down.
Now, what are you going to do?
Listen, the domino.
Are you going to make an example out of him? Or are you going to let him keep on going?
The domino effect only can do one thing and one thing only. If the person is a pure person, like legitimately, and I there's a reason why I say pure, folks.
You didn't answer my question.
I am going to answer your question. Just listen to me. The difference between society now and society whenever, at some point in time, when you do shit like that and cause the domino effect, personally, at some point in time, I used to think those guys are like kamikaze pilots. They had somebody tell them this is your final mission. If you come back alive, yay. But if you die, oh well. Moving on. Like I don't want to make nobody a martyr. No. Listen to me, Toronto. I don't want to make anybody a martyr.
You've seen this, but I want to see it on the other foot now. I want to see it on the other foot. You're the one in power. You're the one running the country. You're the one running the country. You're the one in whatever. And someone has a problem with that, and they start in the crowd. I want to know, what are you going to do?
Straight up. I'm going to figure out a way to strike martial law and fuck everybody up for that one person's mistake. You know why? Because that's what a king would have to do. But I ain't the king. And you know why I ain't the king? Because there's no way I'm going to have my constituents, my caucusing, my community, my people.
I don't care. I'm making an example out of that guy. I don't
booing
fuck. I'm
me
making an example
because of my
out him.
leadership skills.
I'm making an example out of him to make sure respect the person who's running you, who you voted in. Okay.
Okay.
know
Because
what
you
I'm
said
saying?
that, this is where it goes back to the very beginning of this fucking podcast when I'm talking about we shall overcome. Just because what Toronto just said. Listen, if I knew as an 8-year-old that the civil rights movement was pushed and manifested from children and teenagers, okay, things would be different for me in life. I would have respected some shit differently. Again, I reiterate, if I knew at 8 and 9 that the Civil War was fought by a kid that's 5 years older than me, 3 years older than me as a man right now knows that would have changed my fucking life. I don't know about the rest of you people, because when I grew up and I asked questions, I got into more trouble. I don't know about the rest of these kids out here who asked questions and had their answers answered. How about that one for you folks? So from my point of view, when history repeats itself, the only people who win in that shit are the victors because they write the stories.
Problem is, if you don't know your damn history, you're damned to repeat it.
So let me ask a question then, human being over there on the other side, Toronto, not city, but the man, the human being. Hey, what can you say about a country that is infamously known for crime, but nonetheless, the children did the exact to today, up to today, I did not know why they did it. I thought it was the digital ID. I thought it was the fucking the vaccine. I thought it was all that other shit.
Revolution.
No, brother. You know the problem is Palestine. So, if compassion is coming from a place that I was always thinking, oh my God, no, that's where all the mafia guys come from.
Really
That's where all the dangerous guys come from.
You really want me to go to this thing again?
Listen, you don't have to go about that Middle East thing. The whole point of what I'm bringing it up, the whole reason why I'm bringing them up right now is because Nepal,
okay,
Italy.
Can I ask you this question?
Italy, bro. Like we talked on the pod before. Italy's children win at their government.
Hold up a second. I love to ask you this question here. They always talk about Palestinians and Israel or whatever and all that. Their ongoing war, right? But when there's some other war them are going, right? It's like it don't matter because theirs is the most important one. They bring the protests here. They're bringing all of that and everything. There's other wars that are going, but it's all about their war. So more I know this now. When it comes to their protesting and everything like that, and I told you this before.
My show is based on
I told you this before. No, now, with their bullshit, they bring it over here. The ones that were not a part of it, should they be suffering in the consequences of their reactions?
No, they shouldn't. But the problem is...
No, but when it comes to our wars and all of that, no, wait there. When it comes to our wars and all of that, they don't give a flying for it, right?
No.
Right?
That's the problem.
Why should we give a flying for it?
It's not the fuck that we're giving a fly for it. You hear me, kids?
Okay,
it's not the fuck that we're giving a fly for it.
So wait there.
No.
Wait there.
You're allowed to rant, my
both
brother.
groups
brother,
wait there.
you are
ask you this.
allowed
Our
to
boy
rant.
there, who's
Let's
the
be
general
real.
out Africa there, right?
Let's
Wait there.
be real.
Hold on. You think say both of them group them business where you going over there? Eh? Huh? More ask you that question. Huh?
Listen, brother.
More I know that.
Brother.
My boy, you fight hard, and how much assassination attempts and
Brother.
shit. Do you think any of two of the groups would say, yo, we're gonna come up and help him? Eh? No,
Look.
because they make them business with their own shit.
Look, brother. All we can do is preach facts and truth. That's pretty much all we can do. And anybody who's ranting right now, they're ranting because there's problems in the world right now. This show is based on the rant. It was never based on trying to figure out the problem. It's about ranting to expose the problem. So again, like I said, a man in Brampton, he got my second best vote for the second best rant of the year. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna do a rant of the year. Every year, I'm gonna bring the top 10 and my favorite top 5 in that top 10. I ain't gonna lie to y'all because I'm not the only person that's sitting here getting pissed off at the world.
Well, I'd like to bring up a rant right now.
Hey, go right ahead, brother.
We said on a pod earlier what y'all were saying and whatever, and I was like, okay, and it came out just now that they declined this sitting.
Yeah.
And what was I saying earlier before? Listen here, I have way love for Tory, you know.
Yeah.
Free him.
Yeah.
But everything I said as facts, what would have happened, and it has happened.
Yeah.
And guess what? Look, Puffy come out earlier than this guy and everything. Not true. Because them, we don't even up to now, we don't know how much time he may get, because they may deny his acclaimed what you call it, appeals. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So what did I say earlier before? Everything's a ripple effect, okay?
Yeah.
All right? He's not a vibes cartel, okay?
Lord.
That's the first thing. Second thing of all, you're a Canadian in a U.S. prison.
Shout out to Thoroughbred.
Okay? And the third thing is, all right, you're getting into some shit in the prison there because you want to be hype and want to record and all them things there. You can't do that. You're not a vibes cartel. All right? You're a Canadian in a U.S. prison. Sorry, Tory. That's called contraband. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You can't do that. No, you can't do that. So that's why they decline your things, because you know too much. You broke the certain codes, and you're a Canadian in a U.S. prison.
So for the younger generation that doesn't know nothing, please subscribe, follow Down to Earth Podcast, EQTV International, Earthquake Sound International. You don't know what it is. D2E Podcast on all platforms. All right, because we're now on Patreon. We're on the kick. Listen, it's not that we're not trying to be more public with people. It's the fact that no matter how public we're going to be, they're always going to figure out a way to shut us down and change the energy and make excuses. That's just the fact of the matter. Okay. So to me, the only reason why that keeps happening is because when shit pops off, nobody wants to put down a permanent fucking foundation of some proper shit. They want to put down some permanent foundation on some depopulation shit, on some equality shit. And the whole system is actually built exactly right. It is there to destroy you before 65. Technically, if it could destroy you by 40, it'd be happy, because it gets to keep your pension and all that money that you supposedly earned for the fucking country. You know what I'm saying? But everything comes down to being backed by $1 and compared to being backed by gold, being backed by platinum, being backed by the minerals. Like right now, I don't care if there's a Pan-African, if the Pan-African doesn't know the word pan. Okay? The real word for pan. Period. Okay? Now, without that, if they don't know that part specifically, I don't bother with them, because at the end of the day, they're just chasing their tails. They're not looking to make real change. I'm here to rant about making real change. About the guy, like I said, he got the second, he got number one. I think he even better than me. This American man went ham. He talked about the decisions they're making about giving bear money to a certain country we just brought up anyways. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about the country that I brought up. I'm talking about the people who are doing the damage. So basically, we're paying and we're giving to go and take lives for no reason. And my North America, because I can't just say Canada alone in this shit, I have to say North America. This is the reason why you guys have now been the butthole of the rest of the world. Hollywood ain't all glitz and glam, right? But you're going to tell me the money's going to change my life? Or is it the attention that's going to change my life? My whole point is right now, the fact that Jamaica is worried about a tsunami that's about to hit it, that just goes back into the pod that I had 4 or 5 weeks ago, where I'm like, yo, we know about the weather, period now. Now it's time for someone to take accountability for the fuck shit that happens to millions of lives being lost. They say there's only 48 people who died in Jamaica's fucking Hurricane Melissa. And then later on, they say there's 79 people who died. And then later on, you see, this is the shit I'm talking about with the mainstream media. But to see the people, my soldiers that dead on the ground fighting for the people them that gave me personal view from their point of view on boots on ground of Miss Gracie Jones and her foundation doing her thing, Vibes Cartel coming back into the country and doing a thing, even though I really do feel like it's because Msama Vado really touched down there, so that's why him did that. Now, don't get mad at me, Gaza family. Don't get mad at me. Listen to what I said way back almost 2 years ago when I said, hey, if you Gaza fans really cared about your fucking cartel, man, you'd give him at least a year, 365 days to re-incline himself and make himself better. Back to at least a point where him look like. No, you guys are bum rushing the man. The man's a veteran. And the way you guys show him respect is like he didn't go through a war. So I refuse to use the word veteran and then know the meaning behind it. Like,
so you have to say about Bourgeois not getting his shit at the airport.
Listen, I'm gonna say the same thing I said when I first heard Bourgeois didn't get his shit at the airport. If your boots are not on the ground, dead. There's a possibility of that happening because it's an emergency time. What I'm proud about Bourgeois and salute Bourgeois for is because he's using his platform right now to expose all the little cracks and all the little fuckers.
And good, because on the real, even before he even said that, I knew shit like this was going down in
listen.
This is look
it's
here,
one
man.
thing for it
Look
to
here,
go
man.
down,
look
but
here, man.
it to still happen
here,
in
man.
an emergency time.
Listen
In
here, man.
emergency time, people forget.
It's the best time though for them because
Sorry.
Look here, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say what it is. All right. Me and my pops always have this discussion. All right. Yes, we are Jamaican.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I love my Jamaican people. But man, hate what my Jamaican people do. They fuckery. They generalship. The scamming.
Listen.
You know what I mean? The gangsterism.
Them a follow
You know what I
suit.
mean? No. Listen
Them
here.
a follow
Listen here. Sometimes they not chat about these things, but me I chat about.
They don't chat about these things because we don't have outlets to chat about these things.
We gotta say it. Listen here. That's why Jamaicans have the stigma. Listen, I went through the stigma earlier in my life too. You know, in my earlier times when me I try, get with women and all that.
Yeah.
How come that stigma came for a phase in my life? Oh, I go, yeah. What's your background? I'm Jamaican. Oh, you're Jamaican, eh?
Yeah.
I'm like, what? No, I'm gonna go. What do you mean by that? You know what I mean? Like, the reason why I'm bringing this up is that, look, I love my Jamaican people, but I hate the ones who are the bad. What do you call it?
Listen, as long as you figure out the system, we're always going to have this conflict.
I know, but the thing is, the reason why
they wouldn't give you stories about Robin Hood.
There's enough positivity for our people, but there's enough fuckery negativity for our people too.
Hold on. Let me ask you another question, Toronto. Let me ask you another question. If you heard that a game that was predominantly
Hold on.
I'm just saying. You can hear me? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we're just gonna say there's a video game called Assassin's Creed out there. See? So all my gamer people, go and do your research right now. The supposed talk right now, even though our Japanese brothers have come along and understand that they came from black folks, they came from the Niji essence. You know what I mean? There's still a big Yeah. Check 1 2 1 2. So Assassin's Creed had a game come out recently where they have two antagonists. One happens to be a female that I was really down with. So I was not shocked because every time a video game comes out with a female, and please don't tell me a black female, just females, period. All right, because Laura Croft, even though she looked white, the way her speech pattern was built, it's kind of black. Anyways, what happened with Assassin's Creed is that the male person is an African person who's raised Japanese. That's the story. That's the storyline. All right. Now, with that being said, I don't know if that got Game of the Year yet. I don't know if it's even on the top 20 best-selling games. I just know that there's more people right now online bitching about a black guy trying to be Asian more than just enjoying a good story. Because here's the joke. However amount of sales that made the bosses feel like, oh yeah, we're going to run the next game. And the concept ideas for the next game got leaked early. This is where I'll agree with you with the badness. Sometimes it's really fucked up. Salute to Buju. But somebody leaked it, and the same people who are dissing online this characters for the last Assassin's Creed game have figured out a way to get to the top management people, and they're deleting it. They're changing it. They are now scrapping it. That was the process, folks. Okay. And I'm going to tell you the background on it because the background is very simple. It was based on a slave person coming in contact with the KKK and then somehow breaking free, becoming an assassin, and going back and wiping out the KKK. So for all my Nijis out there right now, think about this. They gave us a gazillion slave movies, a couple of slave shows, a couple of people that are like Sambo. But you won't give us one game where we can get a little payback. So then I thought to myself, as I was reading the article about it, I was like, whose feelings is it gonna hurt? The sensitive right people or the dumb left people who believe their way is the right way? Because the way I look at it, no matter which side of the coin you follow, if you guys don't unite, there's a problem. So I hope Jamaica turns into the next Burkina Faso. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm hoping Jamaica does right now. I'm not saying it's perfect, but I'm saying right now it has an opportunity to unite all people of the island.
All I gotta say is this about the island here.
Shit.
Any Jamaicans who have money, Jamaicans.
What's your question?
Because what I've been seeing, certain more things like around the island.
Yeah,
there's only certain clips that I seen. This is like a geography thing I've seen.
Yeah.
Majority of the island of the beaches is all tourism. There's only little patches are for the public.
There is only five.
It's not much. But the bottom line is why the bottom line
449.
Why I'm bringing this up, just like anything, from the outer rim, it goes
inward. Yeah.
So if they're taking over from the outer rims,
what
do you think is going to happen in the inner rim afterwards?
Oh,
because when they see that this is not enough,
hey,
they need more.
America's going through a
get what I'm
shutdown.
saying?
They ain't got no food coming. They ain't got no food stamps coming. You see what I'm saying? Right now, everybody who's on welfare in Canada right now, you can thank Doug Ford for this one. Y'all about to get digital ID'd. And you have no choice. It's actually mandatory for anybody who's on the system. So again, America just shut down their shit, right? And Toronto happened to predict that we were going to follow suit. That instantly hit my spidey senses. My spidey senses is like, we're going to have to coup. We're going to have to go to war because if the Americans are the butthole of everybody else's opinion, and we, the Canadians who used to be Canada, are now considered Americans, we really need to help our brothers decide to be a different part of the body. Maybe the foot, maybe the arm, maybe the shoulders. You know what I mean? When there was slavery kicking you, the black people had the back. Shout out to Dan Calloway and his family too. I'm just different from, right? Because The real reason the world's the way it is because we don't teach our kids to accept knowledge is power. The real reason why the world is the way it is because we are trying to become more robotic for some reason. And in efficiency, convenience hides treachery. So again, when we were sitting here talking about how all these people get locked up for weed, why ain't none of them motherfuckers free right now? Why is it so easy to go open up a dispensary and you're going to dispense whatever fuck shit you're dispensing, but you will not allow a black person to do it? And I say it that way because every bank in my city, Toronto, I'm going to challenge you, all right? I'm going to challenge every bank in my city, the GTA Toronto, the whole banking system right now. I'm calling every one of you motherfuckers out because you guys believe that your little commercials and your little ads and the little sucker people who pay all that money for college and university and an education, y'all ain't hiring. I'm calling out all you bank people now. Do something that's going to be around a year from the time you do it. And when I mean do it, I mean everybody. That means all the homeless people out there will actually say, hey, that was a good thing. Do that. Because if I have to bring facts, that's numbers, people. Let's bring the numbers. Our caucusing can afford all our homeless people for 2 years in a hotel. And they could write it off as a tax write-off.
Talking about longer than that. Look here, man. Look here. You're selling Canada short here, man.
I'm not selling Canada short.
No.
Look at all the space we have out
here, man. I'm gonna tell you something. And I said this a long time ago. People thought I was mad and crazy.
You ain't mad and crazy.
This is before the COVID.
You're not mad and crazy.
Before even
you're like
COVID.
Tony Stark. You're a futurist.
I said this to people, and people thought I was crazy. I go, Canada have enough money. They go, what?
Beer money.
When them say them on the deficit and all this shit, lying lies.
Facts.
Because you know why I say this? Okay, let me first act with this one first. Every time there's certain little thing, whatever, don't they have money to give away? Don't they have money to give?
Brother.
Well, I'm talking about, we're, Eid and all of that.
Oh yeah,
don't we have our own problems
100%.
Here? So we're there, but but don't we have our own problems here? And they say they don't have the money and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now before COVID happened, right?
Before COVID.
Before COVID happened, right?
Let's do the thing.
I was saying these things. I said, yo, Canada has enough money. People go, no, you're crazy. No.
Billionaires sit in our lands.
How come they got like oil sands and all these things? They're not even using these things. And they have
billionaires.
So now, when COVID happened now, right? I said, yo.
You would have thought they would have stepped up, right?
No. Where all this money came from all of a sudden?
You would have thought
I would just like to know. Because I said from long time, Canada just needs to turn on the machines. That's all they have to do.
100%.
And what do? They turn on the machines and send you a check afterwards. So check this out. Like I'm saying, so am I crazy now? No. I was saying from long time Canada has money. Up till now, and I'll still say it. Listen here. When they say they not no money, don't believe them. They have enough money, they're just holding back. They're just holding back upon the citizens on the money what is ours.
Let's be real.
No. The money what is ours, they're holding it back, and you're not getting it. Because you're not getting it.
I gotta talk for the people that are homeless. I'm not even gonna talk for the people who have a home, because this is a welfare conversation.
Did you hear what I just said?
I heard what
they're holding out enough money.
I heard what you're saying.
Money.
But this is a welfare conversation.
Check this out.
This is a welfare conversation.
So like I said, you see the homeless now? Listen here, man. I'm gonna tell you this straight. They could do what they want to do for the homeless, but they choose not to do it. Then you know what they choose to do instead? They choose to say, camp out there, so then get the police squad and take them off the place there and say, you have to leave, eh?
So listen, people, the only reason why we can rant like this is because we know the common sense of the world. And the common sense of the world is the biggest money maker in the world is war. The second biggest thing that makes money is insurance. The third biggest thing is pharmaceuticals.
Can I just say this?
Once you understand these three things, you have all the reason in the world to come on my show and rant.
You want me to come more real? You see, when it comes to the homeless, they don't pay taxes. That's why they see them as inferior.
Oh, really?
Yes.
They're
yes.
homeless
No,
because
you're
they
not hearing-
realize
no, you're
they've
not
been
hearing me.
paying too much taxes.
No, you're not hearing me. You're not hearing me yet.
I heard you.
No, listen here. Because they're not in
I
the
heard you.
system. They're not paying no taxes. And now check this out. If you're a gangster, you have a business, you pay your taxes, then I bother you what the gangsterism you do. Zin?
Wow.
You get me when I said, me I talk some realness here.
Listen.
So but now if you homeless, you're not paying no tax them, you is the criminal. So now if you is on the floor, you're on public property, they have the right to kick you out and all this shit because you're not paying no taxes. That's the society we live in. You know what I'm saying?
That's all that free money you were talking about. What about all that free money you were talking about before the
that free money? You know what that free money is? We're gonna tell you what that free money is.
That's exactly what that free money went.
You see all these politicians them? You see all them politicians them? Listen, listen. You see them politicians there? Every year they get them bonus. You know where they get them bonus from?
Wow.
They get it from the people.
So let me straighten some shit out. He asked me earlier, what would I do if I got booed? I would accept my responsibilities, adapt to my people, and change the situation going forward. That's exactly what I would do. I wouldn't go along and play stupid, okay? And
so
I wouldn't
you just
play
let it
fool
be.
to catch wise.
So you just let it be. Let him
You have
gawk.
no choice.
You would let him gawk and all of
You
that.
have no choice.
Man, no, man.
Listen, people didn't vote you there.
Nah, man.
People don't vote you somewhere to boo you the fuck out. The facts remain that this nigga didn't vote.
You know why I'm saying this?
The fucking prime minister advocated this shit.
Hold up.
Who voted for this guy?
Hold on. You see now, even though a little situation go on like that, you see now the rest of the world, like certain your constituents.
Yeah, the constituents
of the rest of the certain countries, they go, oh, so I'm soft with your own people. So so yes, because he's not showing no example. You get what I'm saying? No, think about it. Think about it. It's not only on your listen. It's more than one thing, you know. You have to show, say, you have to show me a power here, eh? Man.
Power,
man.
There is no power does not exist without people
but you have to have respect.
Power does not exist without
respect.
people backing you. If I can't trust you, I'm not picking up the bus for you. It's just that simple. Now, when you tell me, you can't have guns, you can't defend yourself in your own home. This is what our fucking people are telling us. Our fucking leaders. So let me understand something. If I'm in power,
all I know is
if I'm in power, I'm adapting.
All I know is that
for my constituents.
Can I say something?
And my constituents.
My boy in Korea. In Korea, there. Do you seriously think any of these people could gawk upon him or anything like that?
But that's not the point.
No. I just want to ask you this question.
That's not the point.
No. It's a country.
Point.
No. The point is.
If we're gonna bring up that country,
no. Listen here. The point is. He is in power. Listen here. Listen here. Listen here. I'm making a point here. My man's in power, and they don't know. You cannot be like, what's his name? I forget his name, but you know what I mean. They gawk at him, and you think the rest of the crowd's gonna do it? No, you're crazy.
You mean Putin?
No, not Putin. The one in Korea.
Chinese guy.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That one. Putin's a different story. Me I talk about this one. Yeah. See it? All right. Do you seriously think any of his people could do that? What they did to this guy, the prime minister? Yes, sir.
Listen.
No, sir. They know. They fucking know.
Culture over society benefits of our growth. If you weren't growing up in Canada and you were growing up in North Korea, then it's a completely different conversation that we're having. All right.
So it's a Western world. It's a Western world thing.
What we need to understand.
So it's a Western world thing.
What we need to understand.
So that means it's okay to take
to understand.
No. What we need to understand is What we need to understand is this. You can take the disrespect in North America, but when you're overseas, you can't take the disrespect at it being empowered. That's what you're telling me.
Listen,
right?
Folks,
No. You're telling me as the prime minister,
that has nothing to do with our city right now. My welfare people who I care about, and my welfare people are going to be forced to take this digital ID
and all of that.
So accept. We need to accept right now, out loud, live in front of the cameras, that digital ID has already hit Canada.
No, that's not the question.
No, your question has nothing to do with us because we're in Toronto. We're in Toronto.
My question
Fuck
is
North Korea.
Like I said,
Toronto,
my
listen to me
question-
right
you're
now.
Avoiding the question again.
I don't need to
No,
avoid
no,
the
you're
question. The
avoiding the
answer is
question.
very simple.
No,
You
the
are the
answer
A.
is simple.
Change for your constituents and adapt.
I said,
That's it.
I said, in the Western world, North America.
Oh my God! Didn't I just tell you North America? North America is Canada, right?
Like I said,
Canada,
yes.
and you're
Like I
adding
said,
America into the situation, and you're also
over
adding
here,
in Mexico.
We could
right?
take the disrespect. We could
No.
take disrespect
No.
from the people, no problem.
No,
Compared to the other
You have a
countries,
job to do.
They know not
You have
to
a
do
job
that.
to do.
No, I mean, just want to know
That's what this system is built. It's built for this shit.
As one in power in a country, leading it, we could take the disrespect from the people. No problem.
He's
right?
changing the topic.
Yes, but you said what you said.
I said what I'm saying because the fact that the welfare system is going to be converted in front of our face and nobody gives a fuck.
Asking
just like the truck drivers, when their fucking movement happened, the people who supported them, they got fucking sunk. Yo, fam, you don't seem to understand what's going on in Canada right now, eh? You're comfortable. That's the problem.
No,
you're belly full, eh?
Simple
See,
question.
Toronto, billionaires are out here, people. Billionaires.
That's not what I'm talking about.
The whole fact, what I'm saying, there's people starving right now, and I could come back 52 fucking weeks later, and they're gonna still be starving if they're alive.
That's not what I'm talking about.
What I'm talking about is some live shit right now. What are we going to do about digital ID people?
Could take the disrespect, no problem.
What are we going to do about that? Because if we don't figure that out, the problems that we have now are going to go up 1,000-fold.
Once again, I see why there's the problems down here.
And when you look at what our government's doing, they're copying the Americans right now.
Like I said, that's why I see the problem up here. Because we take the disrespect from our people in other countries. They like Putin. You brought Putin up.
I did bring Putin.
No, they would not do no gawking, not. They know, the people know not to do that shit.
Culture.
Same in North Korea and all them places there. But you see now in North America, in the Western world,
where's the culture?
The disrespect
from
the people, no
Where's
problem.
The culture? They hang black people in North America.
Well, no, but I'm not talking about that.
There's sundown towns that still exist, people.
That's a different topic. I am talking
the whole point is to rant about shit that makes sense. You know what makes sense?
I'm not talking about
world peace. But you can't have world peace.
I am talking about world leaders in the Western world.
What world leaders? Our country is a corporation.
People,
that's all it
problem.
It's a corporation.
No, they'll suck it up.
We sit back.
No, they'll suck it up. No problem.
Our brothers are just over a border.
You can suck it up. No problem.
We're just over the border, and Canada is considered North America now.
I just want to know they'll suck it up. No problem. They could gawk at them, tell them whatever they want, and get away with it. And done.
You're talking about people abusing power when they have the chance to abuse
I'm
power.
talking about the people.
That's what you're talking about.
Do what they want.
No.
Say what they want.
The people are the
do
civilians.
What they want.
Okay, let's go into the comic world right now. Let's go into the comic world right now, just so the people can understand where I'm coming at right now. In the comic world, right? Both DC and Marvel have these two little places that don't exist, but they do exist in their world. And if anybody knows these places in these world, you know what I'm saying? They compare them.
Is our leaders here will take the disrespect, no problem.
Listen,
no problem.
Listen, if you voted an idiot, you're an idiot for voting him in.
Will take
That's the problem with Canada.
No problem.
So again, this place called Madripoor in fucking the Marvel world. It's the most crookedest place. Crooks go there to get away from wherever the fuck they are. Or the worst case scenario,
one here too.
They end up there. They end up there because people who are from there, who are running there, are like, oh my God, this guy's up to the time. He can improve our fucking thing. And guess what? He's already on our lean. Now, if I ever would say this to people and they look at me like I'm crazy, look at all the Marvel characters that go in and out of Madripoor. Look at those type of characters. You have your Wolverines, you have your Deadpools, you have your Nick Furies. You have all these characters that feel comfortable knowing full well there's a bunch of criminals living somewhere. Do you know Jamaica was a pirate island originally? No, a lot of people don't know that because he wiped out the indigenous. Mm-hmm. So, overall, if the whole system is built on colonialism, right? Why didn't they go after Madripoor? You know why I didn't go after Madripoor? Because when you get a mob mentality, that's everybody. That's not I'm running and you're running because I'm running. No. It's because I'm willing to stop, look you in the dead in the eye, and tell you the truth right there and then. It's up to you to start running with me because I'm not going to stop running for you. It's just that common sense thing. So I bring it up now as in it's 2025 and we're still moving like it's 1912. I mean, sorry, it's 1812. And the only difference is the people in power are laughing at all their little micro cockroaches that are running around thinking that they're in power. Compared to, I'm kind of worried that that micro cockroach might snitch on me and tell people where I live and where I'm at and where my location is. You wonder why they killed Princess Diana? She knew locations. You wonder why they killed JF Kennedy? He's going to tell you that they're going to use the welfare system against the people.
Don't know too much.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, if knowledge is power, how the fuck am I supposed to get knowledge and not catch a bullet? Because Malcolm X caught some knowledge and he caught a bullet.
Because it's supposed to go on fool to catch wise.
Oh, yeah? Martin Luther King caught knowledge and he caught a bullet.
Listen here, man. What did I say to you before? There's a lot of stupid people, right? So if you go on like you're stupid, then you survive. You get what I mean? When you go on too intelligent, guess what? No, this nigga's too intelligent. He might want to change the world. We're going to have to assassinate this.
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying?
If anybody knows Tupac, the biggest quote in my brain for Tupac is that he was going to be the spark that changes the world.
Right.
What's
the common? Let me ask you. Can I ask you this question though?
Yeah.
What's the common thing with all these assassination? Intelligence, not true?
Well, yeah.
Isn't it?
Wisdom.
No, wisdom and intelligence, right?
Yeah,
so now, doesn't it make sense what I just said?
It makes perfect sense.
You have to go on fool to catch wise because if you go on too smart, you'll be like, wait a minute.
Problem.
No, then we're going, wait a minute. Hold on a minute.
Here's the problem.
This guy's going on too smart. He might want to outsmart me. No, I can't have that. Now, you know what I mean?
If we're going to talk it like this now and keep it as small as that, I'm just going to put it like this. You either invade or you coup.
Well, they did both.
And Canada now.
For certain peoples you brought up, they did both.
Canada
there was Judists. Okay, there was Judists against against those certain peoples you brought up already. You know what I mean? Whereas Judists, their own peoples sold them out.
Okay, so even though they said separation was supposed to was bad and all this other shit, right? I'm going to say like this: cultures and religions bring us a certain divine where they said, okay, back 5 million years ago, there was these 12 or 13 tribes. Okay. So everybody breaks down from them tribes. And then at some point in time, there was some Sodom and Gomorrah place going in. And then Jah did what he had to do. Now, orally, these things have been said as stories down past. And then there's books. And then for every conquest, somebody burnt books. Burnt the knowledge, burnt the thing.
Because they have to make it their own vision and way. That's why they have to burn the books, because the truth is there and they can't have the truth be out. So they have to make their own truth. So
now I am of the era where I accepted that I have a copper skinned, woolly haired Messiah. And yes, just like the fucking guy said, Richard Nixon said, if the Niji people find a Messiah, everything that they built up is done. Everything. So kudos for you guys keeping your secret societies and all your little fucking fuck shit going in. But right now, the push that you guys are doing is just going to keep exposing you. And I'm going to keep exposing people who are not exposing you because I don't understand. I need to get to the head of the Hydra. You guys want to ask me how to take care of the situation when it comes to a Hydra? Chop its balls off. Fuck the head. Pull its toenails out. Fuck the head. Grab it by the motherfucking tail and put it through a meat grinder. Fuck the head. I'm just saying, the only way in history you get rid of a Hydra is teamwork.
Got to make sure that the next head doesn't grow.
Teamwork.
Like I said, you said right there.
Teamwork.
You have to make sure another head does not grow.
Teamwork.
Everything what you just said there, then you chop the head off, right? But with the teamwork, you make sure the next head does not
with the
grow.
Teamwork, you don't have to go through all that work.
No,
but I can tell you
everything what you just said, throw it around, all of that shit, and then you chop off that motherfucking head. And as soon as that next head comes, chop. You get what I say?
I agree to the fact that people don't want to fucking change. They feel like change is bad. I agree to the fact that robots would improve. But again, I was there sitting there in 2012,
Robots to improve
2005,
what?
sitting there saying robots
Hold
are
on
going
a
to
minute.
replace
Well,
us.
wait. Robot to improve what? No, may I have to ask you about that? Robots to improve what?
Oh, the stuff that they're not telling us.
Huh? No. I want to
things that
know
they're not telling
to
us.
improve what?
Well,
To improve what?
they're there to take the jobs. They're there to take the
That's
nursing
all I
jobs.
want to know.
They're
What,
there to teach
what
the
are they
butlers.
improving on?
They're there to do the shit that you don't want to do. Period.
No, but still, I want to know what they're improving on because you just said all of that.
Listen,
What are we what the robot gonna improve?
Listen, all I know overall is when I pick up the phone and I call a service person, it's an Indian person on the other line. Period. And then they need to transfer me to the headquarters that's not even in Canada no more. You get me? Like, our leadership is giving up jobs to other countries and not allowing the black people in the country to walk into the bank and say, hey, I got an idea for this. Give me $1,000. Give me $1 million right now. That's my fucking challenge to you banks. You banks are built.
It sounds like to me the future is not friendly because they always say the future is friendly.
There is no fucking future.
No, the future sounds like it's
There
scary.
is no future.
No, the future.
This is just a giant loop, people.
Sounds like a horror movie. Sounds like
this is why you
know
have deja vu, people.
Mhm.
This is why you can have a nightmare about something happening before it happens. This is just a big giant loop. And either you lived long enough to say you died well, or you lived long enough to die awfully. But don't be afraid to die. It's just a fucking loop.
How about just to live?
Listen, trying to live in this system that was built to destroy you before 45 is stupid. There are people who don't even get fucking satellite dish fucking reception and shit, and they living to 500, 400, 300, 120 years old on average.
Because they're not living with the corruption.
So, I'm not saying I want to live to see 500 years old, but it'd be nice to have a couple friends to be up there at 200 with me. Be kind of nice to be like, yo,
okay, like
we survived 2 centuries.
Well, you like the Highlanders?
I don't give a fuck if you want to call me a Highlander or not. I'm just looking at it.
I'd rather be a Highlander than a fucking vampire.
There are people right now on our planet that were born before 1800.
Like I said, I'd rather.
That's almost 200 years old, and they're not documented because the way they live is impossible for modern society and science to understand it. So I find out going through my little rabbit hole that there's people that are 120 years old. There's the people that are 150 years old. There are people that are 200 years old on the planet still.
I would love to be that age, but the thing is, I don't want the body of that age.
Well, obviously not. But it's not like they're fucking brought down, brother. There are people right now that are 55 years old and can't do what this 120-year-old fucking man can do.
I know.
That's fucking ridiculous.
That is.
You know what I'm saying? I just seen the other day on a fucking feed a 75-year-old man doing backflips and shit.
What? He's black, right?
He's black and he's a doctor.
No, and he's like really fit. I don't know if it's the same guy I've seen.
He's really fit and thin.
Like he be hanging out with the younger brothers and all of that and everything. But he's like
he was on a
I've seen one of these guys,
an Asian
it's a different dude, but
an Asian report talking about foods. He was talking about us black people who were too starchy.
I think he's in the States. This guy is like,
he's an American doctor.
He's like either 70 or 80.
No, he's 77 years old.
Whatever, but he's over 60 regardless.
Yeah.
And this guy looks like the body of a fucking like
40-year-old. Yeah.
Oh man, it looks like he's like a 30-year-old.
Well, yeah.
The body of like you know what I mean? But you know he's old, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, like he's making some of these youngins look to shame.
Brother.
You get me?
That's what I'm talking about. You're saying the right thing. You don't want the body. To be up to 200 years old would be dope if I had people I care about to live long.
Well, at the same time, but at the same time, you have like a clan of that. At the same time, yeah, it would be cool because you're not the only one.
Exactly. But right now, aside from my new,
like the Highlander,
my new people that I've been interacting with and been around in the last 10 years, I'm sorry. Yeah, I wouldn't want to live that long because I don't have all my best friends around me. You know what I mean? And all
Well,
the
it's
family
just
that I got
like- it's
around me
just
that
like-
care about me, I'm grateful.
It's
Thank
just
you.
like time, you know what I mean? Like, say for instance, if you were frozen in time or you went
Oh
forward in
shit!
time, everybody you ever known,
You mean like
it's
Fry
gone.
from Futurama? Wake
Like,
up
yeah,
in
like,
3,000
Fry.
year,
Fry,
3,000,
he gets
4,000
into,
years.
he goes into the cryognosis.
Yeah, and he's there for 2,000 up
and
to
then after
year
he's
3,000.
like,
Yeah.
yo, how do you feel? Like everybody you ever known, everything you ever known in society
Is dead and gone.
is
yeah.
dead and gone. Like it's like part of the history books now.
Nothing.
No,
No,
history books,
but
like
I-
in
but-
a museum and
but
stuff like
if
that. You're
happened
like,
to me,
that's a mind fuck.
I wouldn't feel the way.
That would be a mind fuck.
I
bro.
wouldn't feel the way. I've have enough scars that if I fell into a cryojet,
I
woke
know,
up
but the thing is,
50 million
but
years
at the
into the
same time-
future,
no, but at
it
the
wouldn't
same
bug
time-
me.
But at the same time,
It wouldn't
like-
bug me.
no, it's a restart.
Well, yeah,
No,
obviously,
because
but
everything you ever did is forgotten.
yeah.
No, every fucked up thing you ever did, no one will ever know unless they have it like documented in the archives or something.
Yeah.
But
yeah. But
Otherwise than that,
you gotta
you
admit,
start a new life.
you gotta admit though, at the end of the day, if you're gonna regret what you didn't live, then you never lived in the first place. And that's the one thing I gotta respect about the damn cartoon, because the cartoon brought it from the standpoint of the man had nothing, wasn't going through shit, and then when he fucking lost everything, all he did was quick little grief, and that was it. Kept it moving. Simple as that. And as simple as that may look in an animation, you know how hard that is for do in real life? Enough people couldn't get over that.
Nah,
What?
man. There was like a episode in Star Trek Next Generation.
Yeah,
Almost
yeah.
the same thing. They came across like a archive ship or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Right? And these peoples were from the 90s. They
Yeah.
opened it up the thing. And it was like, yo, like the millionaire guy go, yo, what happened to all my money? It's like, what do you mean? We don't value money anymore.
Yep.
It's like, what?
Yep.
He's like, what? He was like, I'm almost like a heart attack, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like some of them were accepting it, no problem. You know what I mean? But the guy who was rich, he
Yeah.
couldn't accept it, bro. He
Well,
was
you
like,
see-
what the fuck?
But that's okay.
You know what I mean?
Look at Wile E. Coyote. Wile E. Coyote, if he ain't chasing the Roadrunner, he's a brilliant, confident, a Bristol cat or whatever. He's regal, right? So you come from somebody teaching you how to live like that and be like that. Not because you actually have the funds. They just teach you how to keep the funds away from people. That's all it is. Because the wealthy don't give a fuck. The wealthy, they got broke down shoes, wear the same shit every
but
fucking day.
but the bottom line is why I brought that up is, okay, you survived. You get what I
Yeah,
mean?
you
But-
survive.
No,
yeah.
but you still care about all the fucking riches and all your riches got you here. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
But you still business about whatever. And the man just tell you, say, yo, we don't value that no more
yeah.
or anything like that.
You could either find a new fucking hobby or
You know what
die
I mean?
of your grief. And then again, I'm
No,
gonna
but
say
that, no,
you
but
never
no,
lived
but
your
as
life in
a-
the first
no,
place.
But as a billionaire or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You'd be like, wait there. So all them years that I worked and all of that, and I went in cryognosis, and I wake up in the year of whatever here. So and me or say, oh my sitting.
Yeah.
No, how can you take that? No, seriously, think about it. Yes, you made it, but all that hardship, like your boats, your everything, anything, your houses, everything you ever worked for, all your business, everything gone in a blink, gone.
Again,
It's hard to accept
you
like
did
that, man.
not live your life.
I'm looking in his point of I know it's a sci-fi, but
He
if it
did-
was real, like you know what I
He
mean?
didn't
Like
live
look
his
upon
life.
like if you were the one,
brother,
you know what I mean?
I did look at it like that. I did look at it like that. I watched an Alfred Hitchcock once where this guy had the power to stop time. The problem that he ran into is that the machine that he had to stop time, he ended up breaking it. And shit stopped forever because he broke the little thing, right?
Oh, so he's the only one.
He's the
who's
only person moving
living
around.
in time. Everyone
Yeah.
is the
Yeah. So before he used
Oh,
to be able to
man.
click and then everything
yeah,
do.
yeah. But
and
he
then
did it too much that
he
that
did it
just
so
was
he got no. You know what it was? He got cocky and overconfident.
overconfident, and then after something broke, and
Yeah,
then after
I don't
now-
remember how he dropped
now
it.
he
I
has
don't
to
remember
live-
how it broke.
Now he has to live
With
by
no
himself.
voices, nobody talking back to him.
Everybody's just frozen in time.
Complete isolation. So when I watched it as a kid, I was like, wow, that'd be cool for a black person.
But then again, but look at the lesson though. But look at the lesson. But look at the lesson though. Look at the lesson.
I can only see that now
The
as an
lesson
older
is
person.
that you've done it so many times that you're cocky about it, that you never seen the value of time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then time froze them.
So it's like, you want it now? Okay, we're gonna make sure it doesn't go back.
It
Now
just
what?
stops.
No,
period.
Now what?
That's
No,
it.
no. You wanted this all the time. Now you're gonna have it all the time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And
That's the lesson.
it's a beautiful Hitchcock movie script or whatever. Like,
I don't
even
know
if you read it, it's a dope read too.
I don't know if it was Hitchcock or Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
It comes back to the machine. They had an old one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That they had the robot replacing the
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, all of the households had the ones to replace
It's
the dad.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
he did everything of the love of everything what the dad wasn't doing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah. And now the dad becomes the bitch.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Of the household. Every dad becomes the bitch
Well, all I
because
know,
of the machine.
we've had great
Improved
movies.
and analyzed back then. That's weird, you know, because they had the anticipation of an AI already. The machine was studying the family, what their needs and what their wants are.
So, in the end of the day, you kind of be happy that they told us there was aliens, because now that explains why they were so advanced back then. Because back then, that's when they made sure the newspapers were telling you that you were crazy if you saw a fucking alien, or if you were abducted by an alien and all that other shit. Those people deserve reparations too. Their names were slandered. They were considered crazy, locked up. A lot of people died in those fucking asylums.
Well, the thing is, when it comes to UFO and all of that, right? Look, if you never watched V, you wouldn't understand what I'm saying.
True.
V as in for victory, V as in visitor, V as in whatever you want to call it, but it was called V.
Yeah.
V, they came.
Yeah.
They observed.
Yeah.
Then they came down because they have to make sure they manipulated their skin.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
To, you know,
To
the
look like-
reason
yeah, yeah,
why
yeah,
is
yeah.
because they couldn't come in their regular skin. Because if they did, that become panic and all of that for a society.
Yeah.
So they studied us what would happen. So
Yeah.
they said, yo, we have to make sure they have a comfortable skin that they would accumulate to. But
Mhm.
they're not going to tell us what the real agenda is.
Obviously not.
You get me?
Come on,
So-
that's just almost like a Roddy Piper in his movie.
That too. Yes, they're already here.
They're here.
You know what I'm
They've
saying?
been here.
They've been here.
And
You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
care to fight with them, but I don't care to follow their fuckery. That's the
Yes.
difference.
Yes.
That's the difference. Now, I don't know if that's going to cause a war. I don't know if that's going to get me in trouble with the media, but I can tell you, I don't business about Hollywood. Hollywood can make the next big blockbuster, and I don't give a shit.
But
Do
the-
shit
no,
that
but
I see
the-
that's
no,
happening
But
in
the thing is, you brought up
is
going on for
people
years,
have been
right?
punished for it, and
my
there's
about it. My philosophy about it is, yeah, whatever. You know, the army and all that shit, whatever. But for me, myself, I believe it's us coming back. I think it's technologies we knew from long ago, been forgotten here because we left a certain society, left, and we've gone to the stars. And the first thing, what do you think of when you leave home? You want to come back to see what's going on. But the problem is, you come back, we're not going to be the same because our bodies out there for a long time. And as you can know, one of them came back down. He couldn't fucking gravity. So our bodies won't be the same if we're gone for so long. You get what I mean? It'll probably change. You get what I'm saying? So, and we become too intelligent and all of that so much that we can't comprehend the Neanderthals down here. You get what I'm saying? So we could only come and observe time to time. You get me? So that's what my philosophy is. And when it comes to our solar system, I think we've already gone through this already before. All of our planets, I think they're all dead planets, just like what Earth used to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We
it's a
just
loop.
gone through it in a loop, and
It's a
it's
loop.
Earth's time now.
It's a
You
loop,
get me?
man. It's a loop.
Yes.
And they're saying every 5,000 years is a reset of the planet. I believe it. And it's not based on scientific find. It's based off of ancient Mayan and Aztec.
Who knows? We
aligning.
probably already gone through this already.
Listen, they said the world ended in 2012 when facial
hear what I
recognition
just
came
said?
on fucking
Who
on
knows?
flight.
We probably already gone through this already. Who's to
Listen,
say? Who's to say a millennia ago, Mars was the last Earth, and
they bombed it.
whatever, and then all of a sudden, you see this Earth over here? It was the dead planet, and they make sure that this planet started up.
Oh,
Who's to say we gone through this cycle already, man? We don't know.
Listen,
We
all
don't
I
know.
Is I started my rant off with the energy to clarify that people who are not on welfare right now, listen to me. I'm glad you're not on the system. I'm glad you pay your taxes if you pay your taxes. But what I'm more interested in right now is the only reason why they're doing it to the welfare people is because obviously they're under the poverty line. That's the only reason why. The same thing that I'm going to say again to y'all welfare people. This is now the time where you've already been living outside of your means. Now take away your luxuries. The little money that you save now back from taking away your luxury, that means if you have 4 cell phones in your house, time to get 1. If the kids don't want to listen to you, you're going to have to make a decision because, again, if I knew at 8 years old, 9 years old, there was kids that were only 3 and 5 years older than me fighting for civil rights, I would have been a different person. All to fuck together. But no, everybody wants to live this Santa Claus, Easter Bunny bullshit. So I'm sorry. I got to be real. I'm not trying to be that guy for you guys to come and tell, oh, you got to go along with everything. You need a Christmas tree to be Christmassy, and you got to do this to be that, and you got to say this to your kids. Don't tell me about my children, because for my children, no matter what you tell me in your superior fucking position, I will crack your fucking skull for my kid. I'm one of those type of parents. I'm not the type of parent that's going to come into the classroom and believe the teacher because the teacher told me that they can't teach. You know why I know the teacher can't teach? Because you called me in to settle my child down. So that means you want my kid to listen more to your nonsense. Because you know the best thing a parent can do when they go to these teacher fucking meetings is actually ask the teacher, show me the curriculum. And now show me how you display the curriculum to my child. If a parent knows their child, they'll know if the teacher's failing.
But anyway, we're coming down to a conclusion here. You know what I'm saying? We're running out of time.
I've been wanting to get mad from when you brought up Mr. Korea guy.
Yeah, done no, man. What's our conclusion to this pod here, brother?
The conclusion is y'all need to wake the fuck up. It's not a joke. What I know in the world is only going to keep you guys grounded to the earth. I'm sorry. I don't understand why billionaires are billionaires and there's people suffering only 100 meters away from them, a couple of miles from them. I love the fact that Nepal, Italy stepped up and said, fuck the govy because of humanity. I'm not asking you guys to get involved with something that you guys have no clue about. But anybody who knows what's going on, yo, listen. We shall overcome. A golem set.
Don't know. Yeah, man. As usual, we bless up everybody for tuning in. We all about a win here. You know, man. Straight up, please subscribe to all the channels. You don't know. We're gonna be ending this pod just like this.
Come on, you know what the people want to hear.
Yeah, man. As usual, like this. This is the Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message.
Salute to Jada Dust.
Shit. What?